So with that, I do want to say that this guided meditation is adapted from materials by Dr. John Kabat-Zinn. If you want to know more about him, by all means, Google him. So we're practicing meditation, and it is a practice, right? By practicing regularly and just following the process, you are taking on an active and powerful role in improving your health. And although the meditation may result in relaxation, we don't want you to go to sleep. So don't practice when you're very tired. So there are going to be several periods of silence in this meditation. And so it will be useful if during these periods of silence you can draw on your ability to be mindful. And so generally you want your practice to happen on a regular basis in a place where you can comfortably still the body and at a time when you will not be interrupted. So allowing this to be the time in which we set aside the usual mode in which we operate, that of constant doing, more or less, and we're switching to a mode of non-doing, just being, allowing ourselves to be, and of becoming aware of our being. With that, let's begin. Sit, if you will, in an erect and upright posture, either on a straight back chair or on the floor on a cushion. If that's not comfortable for you, then simply find a comfortable position, whatever works for you. And so you may practice meditation with your eyes closed or open, although I was always taught to try it with your eyes open. And so I want to encourage you to do that, to find a focus for your gaze, because the idea of meditation and mindfulness is that we are practicing wakefulness to the present moment. And so practicing with our eyes open can help with that. Whereas if we have our eyes closed, we may find ourselves a little more liable to get tired and sleepy. So just find a focus for your gaze. Doesn't have to be the screen. In fact, I would encourage you to not look at the screen. Just let your gaze go soft, whatever it is that you're focusing on. Let your field of vision be wide, not staring at anything, but simply being awake and taking in what's in front of you. So with that, I will begin our meditation. Become aware of the movement of your breath as it comes into your body and as it leaves your body. Not that we're manipulating the breathing in any way or trying to change it. We're simply aware of it and of all of the feelings, sensations associated with breathing. And if you feel comfortable with it, observing your breathing deep down in your belly, feeling the abdominal wall as it expands gently on the in-breath, and as it falls back towards your spine on the out-breath. And simply being totally here in each moment with each breath. Not trying to do anything. Not trying to get any place. Simply being here now with your breathing. Just giving full care and your full attention to each in-breath and to each out-breath as they follow one after the other, a never-ending cycle and flow. Now, of course, you will find that from time to time your mind will wander off into thoughts, fantasies, scenarios, thinking about the future, what you have to do after this, worrying thoughts of the past, memories, whatever, all thoughts. When you notice that your attention is no longer here, when it's getting caught up in a thought, and your attention's no really longer on your breathing, without giving yourself a hard time, just intentionally identify the fact that you're thinking, and then escort your focus, your attention, back to your breathing. And refocus your attention wherever your breathing happens to be, on an in-breath or an out-breath, and just observing. Coming up close to your breathing. And keeping the attention here as if you were riding the waves of your breath. Fully conscious of the duration of the in-breath and the duration of the out-breath from moment to moment. And simply remember that every time you find that your mind has wandered off the breath, just become aware of it, whether your mind has wandered for just a few seconds or for a longer time. However long it has been, don't give yourself a hard time about it. Just gently bring your attention back to your breath. We use the breath as an anchor to refocus our attention, to bring ourselves back into the present whenever we notice that the mind is moving out of the present or becoming absorbed or preoccupied or reactive. And as you observe your breathing, you may find that from time to time sensations from your body also come into your awareness. Could be tension, discomfort, pain in your body somewhere, which may be quite intense from time to time. As you maintain the awareness of your breathing, See if it is possible now to adjust and expand your awareness around your breathing so that it includes a sense of your body as a whole as you sit here. And feeling your breath, if you will, from head to toe as you become aware of all the sensations in your body. Sensation of touch, of contact with the chair or with the floor, contact made by the feet, by the legs, by the buttocks. As you sit in a comfortable posture, straight as if possible, with the head balanced and dignified. So now we are allowing our attention to include not just the flow of our breathing, but a sense of our body as a whole, with whatever sensations come up in any moment, and being here with whatever does come up, but doing so non-judgmentally, without labeling it as good or bad. Just being fully here, fully aware, and totally present with whatever your feelings and sensations are. And with your breath and a sense of your body as a complete, dignified whole. And again, whenever you notice that your mind may have wandered off, just gently bring it back to your breath and to a sense of your body as you sit here, not going anywhere, not doing anything, just sitting, just being. Just be fully present, moment to moment, fully with yourself, just as you are in this moment. Breathing. And as you sit here, if you feel comfortable with it, try once again to allow your awareness to expand. And this time we will let the focus move towards hearing, towards sounds that we may be aware of, maybe somewhere in our environment, perhaps within your body. And just shifting the focus of your attention from the breath and from the sense of your body as a whole. And now just moving it towards the ears and letting your consciousness be aware and conscious of hearing. Is it silent? What does the silence sound like? We're not going out searching for things to hear, but we're simply receptive to whatever enters our awareness as sound. Just full awareness of hearing from one moment to the next as you sit here and as you breathe. And if you do hear something, try not to judge it or label whether you like it or dislike it, or whether it annoys or is beautiful. Simply reside in the moment, being with hearing. And again, if at any point you notice that your mind is distracted, just gently bring it back either to your breathing to anchor you, or to your body, or to your ears. But bring it back to right now and to whatever is here. And again, as we sit, let's once again try to expand the field of our awareness. And this time we will expand it to include thinking, to include thoughts as they move through the mind. So that rather than being distractions or breaks in your attention, we will now focus and open to the observation of thinking itself. So let your breath and sense of the body and sounds and so forth be in the background. And allow the thinking process itself to become center stage for the moment. But rather than following individual thoughts or getting involved in the content and going from one thought to the next, try simply seeing each thought as it comes up in the mind as a thought, as an observable event, just as you would observe a sound, or your breath, or your body. and letting the thoughts just come and go as you sit. Witness them, observe them. Are they thoughts about the future, the past? Are they thoughts about thoughts? Thoughts about food? Whatever it is, just observe your thoughts as events in your field of consciousness. Just sitting with this awareness of thoughts coming and going, observing. If you find yourself at any point drawn into the stream of your thinking, into the current of your thoughts, simply try to notice that you're doing that you're no longer observing them or being with them, but that you're off, caught up in them. Just come back to the observation and use your breath and your body to anchor you in the present. And now for the remaining time, try letting go of all objects of attention. Just sit here with yourself and be fully aware in each moment and aware of whatever there is. If thoughts come, observe the thought. If sound, then observe sound. If pain, then pain. And if it is the breath, then just be with your breath from moment to moment. Just sitting in the stillness, not looking to get anything from it. Just being present with it, just as it is. In a moment, I'll ring the bell and we will end our meditation time together. And as we are about to finish, recognize that you have spent this time intentionally nourishing yourself by being in the present, by intentionally making time for yourself to be who you are and to be with what is with you, whatever it is. And I want to just congratulate you for taking the time and the energy to do this, to nourish yourself in a deep way, and to share this time with me.